in. There's blood everywhere.
Take a deep breath. Who am I speaking with?
There's blood on the floor.
Sir, can you...
You ever feel like you're living somebody else's life? I feel like I'm stuck. Manager at Fat Bottom Bistro.
You're late. Again.
I'm working the late shift.
Somebody has to be there while the lights are on. You can handle that, right?
911, where's your emergency?
I got these kids harassing me.
Why are you doing this?
All right, you just calm down.
They're out there and they're messing with me. I'm all alone here. Did you hear anything I just said?
Yep. You're here all by yourself.
No! I'm all alone here. I'm all alone here. Make sure to bring that Fat Bottom back to Fat Bottom Bistro again soon.
Boom, there you go. That was the trailer for Last Straw, arriving in select theaters, digital and video on demand on September 20th. I'm Kuya P. This is Nerds Rule the World. And joining me to talk all things Last Straw is the star, Jessica Belkin, who plays
Hello.
Nancy Osborne. Thank you so much for your time today, Jessica.
Of course, thanks for having me.
So this film, I'm gonna tell you, as a girl dad, is straight up nightmare fuel. This is like the worst for me, and I'm an empath, so like I feel all the feelings.
Yeah.
What was it like when you saw this script and you booked this role?
I was so excited when I fully got the script because at first I just got like a audition sides and the log line was very, very minimal. It didn't share too much, just said that there was something that was going to happen and she had to fight her way out. And then once I got to the callback stage, I took a look at the full script and was like so excited. I was like, I need to get this now because just to go through the entire journey and the craziness and the twists and turns, my jaw was like on the floor reading it, and I was so excited to play Nancy. I thought she is such a fun, cool, diverse character, and she has so many things to her.
She is a fighter, let me tell you. I
Yeah.
don't spoil for people, but she is a fighter. She kicks ass,
She
and you
did.
rocked it, Jessica.
Thank
Are you a fan of thriller slashers?
I
With,
am.
uh,
Yeah.
I know you did like Pretty Little Things and other projects, so you kind of know, I guess, the genre a little bit in regards to like the dramatic elements. So you booked the gig. We're working on it. We got the full script. What were you excited about in regards to performing with the character? Because there's a lot with your character that we get a little bit, but then there's a little bit more. And I'm just like, again, as a dad, man, I'm just like, I would never allow my daughter to be put in a situation like this. And so you just hold your own. So props to you, your character within it.
Thank you. I think that I was most excited to show, I mean, yeah, the crazy parts of the movie is really fun, but I think for me, I really wanted to work on the foundation in the first act and to make her likable and to show why she makes the choices that she makes. Why? Because she's kind of a bitch in the beginning. And she has this caustic language. She's so tired. She's still grieving her mother's loss, dealing with her father. Her car breaks down. She's pregnant. The whole world is crashing in on her. She's only 20 and she feels stuck. And I just wanted people to be drawn to her and want to root for her, even though she can be so sharp-tongued. So I was excited for that, and Yeah.
Well, we love those aspects of that of your character. So I was thrilled to see that she just again is a fighter despite all the adversities that she experienced on her day leading into this night shift that she held her
Hmm.
own. Uh, was there any like sequences like that for like the first time like having to deal with a knife or just like go back and forth that maybe that was different in other roles that you've worked on that you really were very excited to do and fight, if you will, in this?
Um, I actually haven't talked about this one yet, but one of the most like fun scenes to shoot, and it was like we only had like one or two tries to do it. It was the boiler, like put like, the cart into the boiler with Coop, who's played by Mike. He's awesome. He actually got a huge scar from that. Like
Oh,
I don't know if
really?
I'm supposed to say that, but yeah, he like went for it. We were like,
Battle
"Be
scars.
careful," and he was like, "I'm gonna do it," and it looked so great. That was like very, very new. It was, like one, two, grab the pan, do this, and very choreographed. So everything was safe and secure, minus his battle scars. But any of the like knife working scenes, I hadn't really worked with actual like stabbing into something. Uh, and it was usually like a fake body part or whatever. I don't want to give away too much, but yeah, it was new to me and a part of me really liked it. I think that's a little odd,
I
a
love
little
it. Hey,
concerning.
we're actors. We get to, live out some deep-seated fantasies sometimes with our work, right?
Yeah, clearly. Yeah.
How close is Nancy Osborne to Jessica Belkin? There's a really fun scene right before the night turns into the fiendish ways that it turns. But you're like having fun, dancing around in the diner. Is that Jessica in real life? I know you're a singer-songwriter. Like, are
Oh.
you just, on your free time, just having just the best of a time on your own? How close is Nancy to you?
I think Nancy and I have a lot of similarities. Um, we were both, I was turning 20. I had my birthday on set when we were shooting. And I had also been feeling like with this kind of mindset of feeling a little stuck and lost and like, just entering my 20s and didn't know what life could be like. So I related to her in that sense. I think a lot of us can relate to that. I think her resilience and her courage I could relate to. But when it comes to the dancing sequence, I think a lot of that was Jessica and her dorky side. Um, I wanted her to have like a sense of relief and dance like no one was watching after such a full day of stress and frustration and people just disappointing her left and right that she just needed to let it all go and I had so much fun. That's honestly my favorite scene that we shot.
I love that. And I'm glad we get that because it's kind of like a relief before we know the tension's about to rise.
Yeah, the calm
Yeah,
before the storm.
exactly. I love that. As a actor, but also as a person in the world, and we have to work the night shift. And again, as a father of a working teenager, what would you recommend to anybody out there, whether they be male or female, that find themselves in a situation? What did you learn for yourself? Like what you would do if you found yourself in like a similar situation?
That's a good question. Um, I don't want to spoil what she did because she's a lot smarter than me. Probably what I would have done is not text Tabitha and and I don't know. I guess I called the cops and they were useless anyway. So,
Yeah, I was like,
yeah, I guess I would
carry mace or something. I know I have my daughter. I gave her mace.
I would call my dad. Oh wait, didn't she call dad? I think she did call dad.
But
Well,
he was
me,
too busy
I would call
doing
my
something,
dad.
something.
My dad would show up. My dad is so involved in my life. He loves me. He would be there in an instant. And also I feel like in that kind of scenario, I would just go crazy with the knife and just I would protect myself. Deal
Same.
with the consequences later.
Have you had a chance to screen the film, and what are your thoughts, and what does your family and friends think now that you have this like big starring role and it's dropping and made available to everybody on September 20th in select theaters, digital video on demand?
Yeah, we did get to go to the premiere back in October. We did like it was premiering at Beyond Fest, and it did its festival circuit rounds. The response has been so incredible, and seeing my family and friends watch the movie too was really rewarding. I had invited my friends to come watch it and said, I'm in this movie and you should come watch. And once they got to the film and after they watched it, they go, What do you mean you're in this film? You are the lead. What do you This is
Let's go.
incredible. I was like, yeah, it's just a little something I did 2 years ago. I'm glad you guys like it. My dad was like trying to hold back tears. I could see it.
Oh, I
My mom
love
was
that.
my mom was all like emotional. Yeah.
Heck yeah. Well, congrats again on this project. I'm gonna remind everybody again, it's in select theaters, digital and video on demand on September 20th. Um, I know you're doing the promotion right now, press tour for Last Straw. Are there any other projects or are there ways we can keep tracking you online to support you and do all that? Is there anything else we can throw out there, Jessica?
Yeah, I post a lot of the things that I have upcoming on Instagram. You can follow me on Instagram, Jessica Belkin. I just shot my newest project in Maryland for like the last month and a half. Just recently got back a few days ago. And it's called The Upside of Unrequited. It's a book adaptation, same universe as Love, Simon. So it's a nice contrast from Last Straw because it'll just be like a young adult comedy, lighthearted.
Oh, nice. I'm here in the DC area, so I'm gonna definitely
Oh,
check for that.
yeah,
Because yeah,
definitely.
it's in my area. So congrats on that. I'm looking forward to checking you out because you're a new star, and I'm glad that you're killing it in Last Straw. It was a lot of fun to watch. Also gave me like the feels because I'm one of those girl dads. I'm gonna be right there
Yeah, you
picking up my
take
daughter
care of
just like
those
your dad.
girls.
Like
I
because this
love
was nightmare
that.
fuel.
That's a
But
good dad.
thank you. Congrats, Jessica. Everybody, check out Jessica Belkin as Nancy Osborne in Last Straw in select theaters, digital and video on demand on September 20th. I'm Kuya P. This is Nerds Rule the World. All
Bye.
right.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you. There's a cut. Elizabeth, thank you.